Let's get ready to rumble. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back. We are back again. 24 hours later. Fed up with the sight of each other, but here we are catching up. Episode 37 today. How's it going, Nick? How's it being back in work?
Yeah, nice easy day back in. Just, catching up on everything.
Yeah.
Work, what's going on. Probably going to have to go back up to Glasgow soon, the latest, with jobs. But, yeah, not a bad day back in. Weather was dreadful, but I don't want to keep moaning about that.
This is it now, but it's like...
I know, yeah, back to the winter grind, as we said, innit?
Yeah. I've got, in my bedroom, I've got a window either side of the room,
Yeah.
It's just rattling around the house all night,
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, the winter grind is here for 6 weeks to Valencia, as we said. So just get in, head down, get it done.
Yeah.
Clocks
Do you like
go
the
back
winter
Sunday though, so that might help for a week.
You are?
Clocks go back Sunday, don't they? So that'll help.
Oh, do they? Do you like the winter grind?
No, not really. I don't mind that it don't demotivate me, but it does make it hard when it's belting down and it's dark. It's the dark I hate, because where we are and in my state, it's a nightmare to run in anyway, because there's so many streets to go across and it's just a joke in the winter when it's dark. Even though you've got your lights on and your high vis, it's hard work. That's the only bit I don't like about it. The rain and that, it's not nice, but it don't overly bother me. Just get your head down and get it done.
Do you wear an headlight? You don't strike me as an headlight kind of guy,
No, I used to, but I've got one of those body ones now. So you got one on the front in the middle, like an Iron Man one in the front and one on the back. I bought one of them. The head one, it's like, it's only really reflecting a little bit in front of it. It's not good enough. For this one, just makes me seen, I suppose. So I wouldn't go to the cycle track. I used to do that, but that's dodgy. With those, they're not good enough. Well, the ones I got anyway.
I know. I wish we had this conversation 2 weeks ago before I ordered an headlamp, but we move.
Yeah.
Happy days, happy
What have
days.
you got?
But I fucked something off Amazon, innit?
Was it?
Yeah. Was Benkyo texting me now? He knows it's Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Fuck him. What else has been going on? Lee lent you the I don't want to say ultra red, but I know it's not the word. The infrared. What did he do on a weekend?
He smashed out the Jurassic Coast 100k, coming in second place. So that was a hell of a performance. I think it was 10 hours, 10 and a bit hours for 100k on that sort of route and elevation. Some going on. I seen him just now actually when I was running. He beat to me. Shouted well done to him.
Fair play. 100k, what's wrong with people?
Well, he just loves these ultras. He's I seen his post there and he's put up about, what's he doing next? Can't remember, but that's another mad one. And he's in for Dragon's Back next year, isn't he?
Ooh, very good, very nice. What else have we been talking about? The new Nikes. It's getting ridiculous now. The newer version of mine. I got the Zoomfly. I got the Zoomfly 5, I think. Oh, nice. It must be the Zoomfly 6, is it?
Yeah, you got the 5. The Zoomfly 6 has come out today, for order. I seen on the Nike side, I seen Ben Parks put up a story that he's bought them to review 155 big ones for just a non-race. Well, I don't know what it is. It's not a racing shoe, is it?
What's going to happen,
It's just insane. But you was just saying, man, they got a carbon plate in them. I thought.
Yeah, I see they've got a carbon plate, absolutely. But like you just said, you shouldn't be running in carbon plates all the time. So is it a race shoe? Is it an effort shoe? What is it like?
Yeah, they were originally, when I bought the 3s, I think I had the first ones, which were like a Flyknit version, which were really nice. Yeah. Max form. They were class to go with my Vaporflies when I originally had them. Loved them. And I don't know, I ended up with a Zoomfly 3, I think. Butler and Nicky Bennett had them, and they raved about them. I think they had they had the good form, but I never got on with them. I've still got them. I hardly use them. I'll wear them to track now and again, just because they have got that bit of pop in them, but I never liked them. I thought they were big and clunky. And they've sort of stayed a similar sort of style and look to them. But now, this new ones, are they more of a tempo shoe then? I don't really know. But with a plate in, they've got to be in it. But then that's a lot of money in it just for training.
Yeah. The thing is, it's going to cost £600 to have a stable of shoes.
Yes, again, I know inflation and things, but yeah, it's mad. It's getting mad.
That leads me on, because I don't even believe in the fucking cost of living crisis anymore, because Cardiff half sold out in 3 days, McFly sold out in an hour, and Copenhagen has sold out in an hour and 20 minutes today.
Yeah, you messaged me, didn't you? Copenhagen sold out. Didn't even know it was on sale. And yeah, sold out in like ridiculous time. That's madness.
Do you reckon that's the Jakob effect as well? Or I think it might be the super halves.
I think the super halves is having a big effect with people because people are now seeing that as a thing to do, same as with your majors. I think that will be having an effect, same with the Cardiff half. That's selling out so quick. Maybe the Jakob thing, it's a fast course. Yeah, I don't know, different place to go for a lot of people, innit? I don't know, it's a lot of things, but yeah, that's just crazy. Like, I don't know how many they do. Like, what's Cardiff? 30? 40? I don't even know.
People.
Hi, 30, 40,000, is it?
27 and a half done this year, apparently. But then again, my number was 28 something.
Yeah, I thought it was around 30. I did Cardiff, but I don't know. So, I don't know what Copenhagen is, or how many they hold, but that's still ridiculous to sell out in hours. Mad.
I just hope they've got bananas, but...
Well, you would think so. You don't know, those super halves, maybe the same team.
Well, no, actually, when I posted last week, we haven't had an episode since, have we? And there's somebody that follows us. His name is Dale, right? And he's done all of them.
Yeah. You did say about this.
He's got the 6 of them. And I've got the comments for you, actually. So he said, for being a super half race, the post-race stuff is pretty rubbish. I said, what's it like? Because you'd imagine it'd be across the board, wouldn't you? But apparently it's not like. So Valencia and Lisbon are really good. You get a pre-race bag in the Expo and a post-race bag. Lisbon goodie bag had a bucket hat in it. And then Valencia finish line, they give you a bag as you walk past. They put in fruit and drinks in as well. So it's just fucking Cardiff.
Yeah, it'll just be by our organisers then, won't it? Run for Wales, whoever it is. It'll just be on them what they supply for your money.
Yeah, I don't know if we need any more Welsh bucket art in the fucking country at the moment anyway.
It's a bit of a thing, innit, for the football.
But I guess that's the same as well, I guess, with the majors as well. You get different stuff for the finish line and they're all sponsored by different brands and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Obviously, like, yeah, they all got their own, like Berlin's Adidas, innit? Because I'm guessing German, the American ones. Oh, I've seen that Boston's Adidas as well. I know Chicago and New York. New York was New Balance, actually. Chicago, Nike. London is New Balance. Yeah, so they're all different. But then that's just the T-shirt sponsor. They have their own sort of race organiser, don't they? It's on to them then. Like Valencia, you mentioned there, the super half, the marathon. I remember when I done it 5 years ago, we had a bag in the expo with like loads of stuff in and a bag at the end, and that was the same, putting loads of fruit drinks in as we go past each person, like, so that was good. Good one, what I remember.
I wonder who will do Sydney. Billabong, Rip Curl, Quick Spell.
It's been going a couple of years now. I don't know. It was recently. I don't know who it was actually. Who was the sponsor?
It's not a new. See, I don't know. Fuck all the way. It's not a new race. It's just been added into the major calendar, is it?
Yeah. It's been added to the possibles for the major. Yeah, for a major.
Yeah, you're gonna have to start looking around, and like we had Jack on last night, didn't we? Doing Zagreb, isn't it? Zagreb, he said.
Zagreb half, he's mentioned he's going to do, yeah, and that's March, isn't it?
Yeah. Perhaps the smaller marathons will grow now as well, because you're going to have to go other places to run them, because they're so hard to get into these, I guess you can call the Super 6 the major half marathons as well.
Yeah.
Now.
Oh, definitely. Like, I would imagine now a lot of people locally wouldn't have got into Cardiff because it was just sold out so quick. So people will now push to maybe Bristol for us. Newport, Swansea, like I've signed up for Bath half in March. A lot of the other boys, and as something different that I haven't done. Like I've said before, I've entered twice and never got around to doing it. Once for snow, once for COVID. So it's been one I've wanted to do. So
it's not so far, is it?
It's not far, is it? No, apparently it's a pretty quick one. Although it's apparently a bastard of a finish. The last K back up, I've heard. But yeah, so yeah, it might push people to other races now. And other smaller local ones in Cardiff, like Jack mentioned last night, the Taft Trail one, I've done that. That's a decent, cheap, well-run race. Other
Yeah.
things like that should get more kickback off it, maybe, for the other one selling up so quick, which would be good to see.
Yeah, absolutely. What's going on with you in Manchester then?
Oh, yeah, the ballot, whenever we was on about this, because obviously I left it late. That's all my hands up. But then when they released, obviously I signed up then to the waiting list ages ago, because obviously we decided you was going, a few of the other boys was going. I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do that this year for a change. Put my name down, got the email that morning, but I was due to fly at the time they came out, so I clicked the link for the email to then say I was interested. But then obviously I was in the air 4 hours. When I got there, there was still places left.
Yeah.
Clicked the link, got through, showing us places available, clicking one affiliated runner, done the old refresh screen of doom, spinning circle. Then it'd go bump, no, on hold. There was some message saying, like, if it shows us on hold, there's other people in the queue, but there are places available. It done that to me for about an hour. And so then eventually the affiliated places were sold out. I went to non-affiliated, exact same thing. So I spent like an hour or more of my time pissing about trying to get through where they're showing places, and I didn't get through. They just bounced back and saying sold out. So I messaged them, as you know I would, very abruptly. And they got back to me in fairness and said, oh, we're really sorry, but we had more than 18,000 people sign up for 4,000 places. I was like, yeah, that's fine, but then your system is all wrong, and I like this bullshit that happened with the Oasis tickets and people unable to get through. I know it's on a different level.
No.
But like if it was showing me as places available, but then when I was trying to do it, I was kicked out or put on hold. It's like something is wrong in it technically or whatever with this system or the online. So yeah, Manchester do one.
But I'll be there.
Gareth will be there. Alan will be there. I don't know who else will be there. I got in. But
Ben's on about doing a charity slot because he was too tight. Ben said he got through and got kicked out, but he messaged me 3 hours before, said it's 90 quid, so I'm doing it for charity, so he's a fibber.
Yeah, I was quite shocked that when it popped up at the basket and it was like 88 for affiliated on 90. I was like, that's a lot, but I was, I said I'd do it, so I was still committed, and yeah, obviously didn't. So see if I get my good for age again with London now, and I'll have to go there instead and tear Scott Gray, new arsehole.
Yeah. He's shaking now, your own bet, and you're ready to rock.
Now I got a 6-week block for Valencia, and then maybe into London.
He's nervous. His Adam's apple is going to go.
We had another busy weekend elsewhere when there other marathons on, York, Abingdon, and the Palmer half, and whatever was going on out there. People out there, and well, all of them we had people going. We knew, running up.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Kelly Ruck, who's finally got that elusive sub 4 in Abingdon.
Oh, do you know what? Speaking of Abingdon today, I watched Andy's video. Oh my God, that looks horrific, that course. I know the weather wasn't great, but it just looks dreadful. It's like...
Where is it?
Some of it, they start and finish on the track, but then there's bits where they're going through, like, I know I said Chester was country lanes and that. They literally looked like they were running through, I don't know, the back roads of Garth's site and down little single track. And then there was bits of it, they were like on open roads and they were all having to run on the pavement. It's like, what is all that about? Like,
that's mad, isn't it?
Oh, it didn't look a nice one.
No, absolutely. But yeah, Kelly ran well. Lizzie podiumed as well, I think. So well done, ladies. Very well done. Must be because you were guest on a podcast. I can't think of any other possible reason. Not even your hard training you've done. It's just the luck of the pod. Well done.
Yeah, we finally had some success because we cursed a few people, haven't we?
I know, yeah, we have. Bloody hell. What else? Yeah, I think Herm was out in Toronto supporting as well. So, yeah, marathons everywhere, races everywhere. Cross country started now, but why is it always the cross country is like steeplechase? This weekend's Gwent. All I seen was photos of people running through water. Was it Gwent?
Yeah, that looked mad. The Gwent, was that Gwent? It wasn't Gwent. I don't know what league it was because we're in the Gwent League. OPR, and I can't remember anyone seeing anything but that. We've got West Glam League Sunday in Aberystwyth. I know that. But I think the Gwent League have started. But I don't know what that one was, weekend.
There was all the Gwent runners were down there. I've seen squarey vests, Carleon vests.
Not sure.
Not sure which one.
Obviously, I was away, but I didn't see anything.
GLCL? What's GLCL? Yeah, Gwent League.
Cross, I don't know. yeah, maybe it's more of a Gwent Teams League, not the Gwent Open
Bro.
sort of one. Maybe, don't know.
The water looked deep.
Yeah, I did see some pics of that.
Is that early doors or late doors? Or are you running around with soggy feet, or you coming to the end? Like,
No, it could be anywhere. Like, what ones is like, what have I had? Not so much the cross-country ones that we do. You got the Neath one, you go through a little stream about halfway. But that's nothing like that. That's like ankle deep. Aberafan this week now is on the beach, so and across up into the dunes, so that won't be any water. I'm trying to think of what other ones got water in a we do. Pembury isn't all on the grass.
what day is that?
What?
What day is that?
Sunday now. Aberafan, 10 o'clock Sunday, I think it is.
Aberafan.
We got West Glam League Sunday, Aberafan.
You saying Aberafan or Aberaman?
Aberafan.
Well, I might come down and have a look at that. What time is it early?
10 o'clock start, I think it is.
Oh, very good. Very nice. Right. This week, we have got a super duper treat for you. She's had a very busy summer, and she's going to give us a little bit of time to speak about her running journey right up to this year's Summer Olympics. Shall we get Clara in?
Yeah, this should be good. An actual Olympian talking to us pair of
I know.
nobodies.
I'd wonder if she wants me to get a tattoo for her. We'll see now.
Oh, yeah, we'll have. Or if she's had it.
There we are. Right,
Look
the
at that.
invite is sent. We will grab some drinks and we'll be right back.
What's it been like? You know, we're on end of October. It's coming up to a year now. Look at that, within a year.
Yeah.
We've got an Olympian on this podcast.
I think the first episode went out the start of November, so yeah.
Yeah, I think I just come back from New York.
After I finally twisted your arm.
Yeah, it was.
And look at us go. Alright, boys and girls, this episode is supported by Racked. Are you looking to gear up your club with some custom high quality kit? Whether it's socks, t-shirts, vests, tri-suits or bike apparel, Racked has got you covered. With Racked, you can create fully custom kit for your club, designed just the way you want them. The bespoke in-house design service allows you to bring your ideas to life. Whether you're a running club, a cycling club or a triathlon club. And it's not just about style either. Rack delivers high performance gear, perfect for all your training and racing needs. Ready to get started? Drop them an email on info@racked.online and kick off your custom design today. Welcome back. We have been joined by Clara Evans-Graham now as well, right?
Yeah, that's it now, yeah.
Yeah, cool. How are you? You okay? Going for a run today?
Yeah, I actually had a session today, so yeah, got that done.
Yeah, happy days. We know you've had an absolutely crazy summer, and we'll work our way back to that. But school, so have you been running since school or sporty since school? What was you doing in school?
Yeah, I was always interested in like sport in school, but I just kind of did everything. And like, you know, when you do like your hockey and netball and stuff in school. And then I joined the athletics club when I was like 7 years old with my friend and just kind of went for fun, but was never really just like keen into it. Yeah, and just kind of did a bit of everything, did a bit of swimming as well, just a bit of everything really,
Yeah.
Nothing specific.
Just flat out doing different stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are like that, and then you kind of find your way to a sport really then, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's good to just for development and stuff, just to do a bit of everything, enjoy it,
Yeah,
stay in sports.
Are you Ponty born and bred, Clara? Or?
No, I'm not from Ponty. No, I just went to university, University of South Wales, and that's how I ended up there.
Ah, cool. So are you from Wales?
I'm from Hereford.
Ah, okay, cool. There we are. Excellent. So, yeah, cross country and stuff in school. That must have been nice up in Hereford as well.
No, not as nice as you think, because we used to do it next to the river, so it was always flooded. So you were always running through floods and fighting off cows that were grazing, so it wasn't the best.
No, that's not good, because they're dangerous cows.
Yeah, I know. They are pretty, they were like free roaming as well on the meadows, so it was it wasn't that nice, to be honest.
Oh. So then you came down to uni and then athletics took over then, or when did you really dive into running?
No, not really. I was more focused on just getting an education. And I've obviously run for a long time, and my parents just found Ponty as the local running club, and I did the reverse 10, and I spoke to Andy Davis, who you might know from the club, and just said, can I come along to some like runs and stuff, because I didn't really know the area, and yeah, I was obviously didn't know the area, like new to running and stuff, so I was like, be good to get some friends outside of university as well. And then I used to rely on pretty much everyone from the club to give me lifts from uni to running clubs. So Nick Denny, Nick Pounder, they've all given me lifts when I was like 18 to the running club. So yeah, I'm obviously really grateful and thankful for guys like that, because I probably wouldn't be where I am without them. And yeah, just kept going along, and it was all mostly about my education, just racing. And then I only really got serious in about 2019. But obviously I finished uni, got a job, was working full time. So yeah.
You must have joined Ponty, because Bitchy spoke about when it used to be a small, it's a massive club now, isn't it? But it must have been small when you joined in.
I think I joined about similar time to him, actually. Like, yeah, quite close.
Still there then, if you got to know Bitchy and you stayed there.
I know, right?
But yeah, so you joined then, and you just doing it for socials and stuff. When did you realise you were good?
I obviously won a couple of the local races, like the female side. But yeah, it wasn't really my main focus. I just kind of did it for the social side and just because I enjoyed running. And then I joined the coach that I've got now in 2019 and kind of just went from there, really.
Yeah. So 2019 is not that long ago, really, is it? But I guess it's not that long ago since you were in uni as well and everything and finishing uni.
It's like 10 years ago now. I'm older than you think.
So are we, don't worry about it. What was your first race?
Whatever.
Yeah.
I joined the athletics club and I did like a county champs, but I must have been about 8 or 9. Yeah. And I remember my mum's got a photo and I'm wearing this awful orange t-shirt with these awful orange shorts, and it's horrendous.
Wild colour to pick.
Yeah, I don't think I've got much fashion sense now, but I definitely didn't when I was that age.
And what about the first one for Ponty?
I actually don't. No. I can't remember. Like, I did so many. Like, it must have been across country, because obviously you start university in September, so I guess probably across country, one of the Gwent leagues, I would have said. But yeah, I couldn't really tell you.
Yeah, and then you're just rocking up, starting to win them, and then people are starting to take notice a little bit. But you're still working it, so you transitioned to full-time athlete now. Is that right?
Yes, I quit my job like almost 2 weeks ago now.
Really recent.
Yeah, but I can't quite give it up. I set up my own company so I can do a little bit of work on the side, but mostly focus on the athletics, but obviously earn a bit of money.
Yeah. So what was your career previous to running in?
Transport planning.
No wonder you know all the routes and all the shortcuts then.
I know, yeah. Spend my days looking at roads.
Yeah, absolutely. So you start running, but you don't start taking it properly serious until 2019. Is there anyone pushing you in the right direction to take it serious, or are you quietly confident as well? It's a big jump, isn't it?
So I didn't have a coach before. I was just self-coached, and then my coach now kind of saw me at a couple of races and then was like, just started speaking to me and was like, oh, if you ever want some support, let me know. And he was head of endurance at Welsh Athletics at the time. He's not there anymore, but and I just thought, oh well, worst case, my name gets known a bit more, and best case, I'm sorry, that was best case, and then worst case, nothing comes of it. So I thought, oh well, I've got nothing to lose, so I might as well just take him up on the offer. And never looked back since.
No, you haven't. Absolutely. So between 2019 to summer 2024, what's going on in that space of 5 years in?
So the original goal was just to try and make Commonwealth Games. So that was like the main aim. And I'd obviously done a few marathons, but I took a step back from the marathons to try and get a bit quicker. So I could try and run that time of 2:24. Not 2:24, 2:34 at the time. And then he said to me, "Oh, you can't, I'm not letting you do another marathon until you run like 74 for the half." And then about in the Barcelona half, I think in 2020, so we haven't been together that long, like working together. I went and did it, and then he was like, "No, you're still not going to. I'm still not going to allow you. You've done it quicker than I thought." And I was like, "Oh, great." So yeah, that was like really like the main aim from 2019 to 2022 was just try and see if I could qualify for Commonwealth Games, and it wasn't like, "Oh, we think we're going to do it." It was like quite a wild aim. But then obviously in 2020, I got my first GB vest like in the middle of COVID, which was quite unexpected as well.
Yeah, that's like a mad sort of rise then, isn't it? From like joining Ponty, obviously it was a decent run. Obviously when you started, you must have been, I can't see anyone jumping into it that quick, but that's just a mad meteoric sort of, that must have been crazy to get your head round as well. Was it a big jump in your mileage and things, joining the coach as well, or was you already doing a lot of miles?
Yeah, I did a lot of miles anyway, so that didn't really change. It was just like kind of racing less and more specific training to like the events that I kind of wanted to do, and like just kind of learning what type of training that works for me the best, because like you kind of do a bit of everything, but like you're more suited to like one style or one type of training will get you more fit than others. So it was just like learning what the key like factors are that I like respond to. So yeah, it was just kind of that really.
Yeah, absolutely. So what was your distance? Like, it wasn't like you run a marathon, obviously, and then I wanted to run a marathon, but you're not allowed to run a marathon. Was half your distance, or what was your preferred distance when you started with the coach?
I don't know. I don't know. I just did a bit of everything. Maybe the half, but yeah, I'm not really sure. I just I did everything.
Yeah.
Literally everything.
There we go. So you gave first. Sorry, did I cut you off, Nick?
No, it's fine.
No. So you've done your first Welsh vest in the middle of COVID. First GB vest, sorry, I'm doing you a disservice, but there. First GB vest in the middle of COVID. For what distance?
The half marathon. It was the world half in Poland.
And what was that like as a first experience with Team GB?
Yeah, it was good, but it was kind of strange because it was in the middle of COVID, so it wasn't really like a full experience, if that makes sense. So as good as it wasn't good at the same time because you really couldn't do anything. Like you were completely locked down, and it was like go out to race and then come back, and that was it. So it kind of was enjoyable, but probably not as much as it should have been.
Yeah. That must have took a bit away from it. Obviously probably wasn't crowds, you wasn't able to mix with other teams. That was probably a bit of a dampener, even though he was first run for Britain.
Yeah, exactly. It was still a good experience and stuff like that, but yeah, it just wasn't the full experience, and that's kind of sad. But it was good that it still went ahead in COVID, which we are quite lucky for. But yeah.
Lit the fire then, I guess. I won that again, but I won it with crowds.
Yeah, and I always said like I want to do everything twice because I was like, sometimes if you do something once, you can be like, "Oh, I got lucky," but if you do it twice, it's not getting lucky. It's like, you actually, not that you don't deserve it, but you can kind of rationalize it a bit more.
Yeah, consistency, I guess, isn't it? Done it well twice.
Yeah.
So you come back from that. Is that the middle of COVID, the end of COVID? Where in COVID is that?
It was October 2020, so kind of towards the end of the first year, I guess.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Don't even know, it was all a blur when I was
one long year.
The lockdown back in, didn't know what was going on.
Exactly.
Yeah, because obviously in lockdown now, you're only meant to be running 5Ks, right?
I think you could go out for once a day, but because I was on the Welsh Athletics program getting funding, we actually had different rules because it was like elite exemption. So I was still going to the gym and stuff like that because they had the gym open for us. We just had time slots that we were only allowed to go in.
Well, key worker, see, Clara.
Yeah.
There we are. So you get back from there, and then that's 2020. We're still 4 years away from this summer.
Yeah.
What's going on next? What happens next?
What do I do next? Not much happened in 2021, I don't think. I think I went back to the marathon and did because the Olympics were postponed, so we had the trial for the Olympic Games in Kew Gardens in London. So I did that to try and get the time for the Commonwealth Games. And I ran like 2:32, I think. So I was obviously 2 minutes inside the standard, and I came fourth in the trials or something like that on the day. So obviously that was a success, but I don't think I did much else for the rest of the year. Well, I raced, but I don't think I did particularly well for the rest of the year. And then what else did I do? I can't it's so long ago, I can't even remember what I did.
Yeah, you're probably doing so much, it's all blurred. It's hard to put it all together.
And then I don't know what I did. I think might have done a cross country season maybe, but that might have been the year before, but I'm not too sure. And that went disastrous, and I was like, I'm never doing cross country again. I just stick to the marathon.
Yeah. But there's like...
So you're saying a marathon's easier than cross country?
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
But I guess at that point, being a pro is back of the mind really, and I guess you're focusing on your career as well and just being a runner alongside it then.
Yeah, I wasn't even though I was running good times, I wasn't quick enough to be a pro runner, it just not in the UK scene. So it was just kind of just focusing on improving. And yeah, the goal was the Commonwealth Games, and it was just building to try and get that qualification, because I knew it was going to be hard because they had limited team size numbers. And obviously there was 4 or 5 girls in Wales with the standard, but obviously they would only take a max of 3. So I kind of, even though I had run that 2:32, I needed to run faster to try and move up the places. So then I did Rotterdam Marathon, and I ran 2:31, which then put me second on the rankings to get the selection. So then it kind of was all built, and then just kind of towards the summer in 2022.
Yeah.
Class.
And then how was your summer of 2022?
Yeah, it was good. I just did Commonwealth Games and
casually did the Commonwealth Games, yeah.
I think that was it. Yeah, the games went really well. I came 9th and first home nation finisher, so that kind of was my aim going in, to be first home nation finisher.
That had crowds in as well, right?
Yeah, that did. Yeah, it was out of COVID, so it was it was quite good. There was a lot of Welsh support out on the street.
Okay, cool.
We've had commies news today, haven't we, with the 10 sports and the road races are not happening, are they, for you guys?
No road races happening. So I don't mind too much. I can try and qualify for the 10K. So
yeah,
that would be the thinking. I was go for 10K.
That was my preference.
Yeah.
Originally, I didn't want to do the marathon at Commonwealth Games next year anyway. So I wanted to try and go for the 10K anyway. So I'm not too disappointed, but I'm sure some others are.
Yeah. But at least it's going ahead, because obviously it was a point where it looked like it could be not going ahead. So at least Glasgow have stepped in and got something going.
Yeah, definitely. I think, and I obviously wasn't there in Glasgow last time, but everybody said it was really good. So I'm sure it'll be pretty amazing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
So I guess you come off Commonwealth, and then one eye goes on the Olympics then, or?
No, there was never an eye on the Olympics. So then, yeah, I came off the Commonwealths, and then in February 23, I ran Seville Marathon, and the aim was to try and run 2:28 because that was the world's time for Budapest.
Yeah.
But I didn't run that time. I ran 2:29. So I was really disappointed coming off that race, but it was actually a blessing because if I'd done that, I would have gone to Worlds and I wouldn't have run Valencia, so I wouldn't have got the Olympic standards. So yeah, it was probably a blessing in disguise that I actually failed and died on the day.
Because we had Lily, I know you're good friends with Lily, we had Lily on around about the time that the Olympic qualifying and around about the Olympic team. We were just waiting for it to be named then, weren't we?
Yeah.
We owe Lily a new episode because it was when I moved in. My Wi-Fi was awful and it's the worst. So I have spoken about coming back on. But what's that little period of time like? Is there nerves or you've just done what you can do and just in the hands of the gods then, is it?
Yeah, it kind of wasn't in because I was fourth ranked anyway. It kind of I could only do so much. So I was racing, showing that I was fit, but it really wasn't in my control. The girl who was faster than me basically had to do not very much to prove that he should get the selection over me, which I think was the wrong decision at the time because I was a lot fitter. But it is what it is, and that's just how selection goes. So I was really disappointed when it didn't happen, but originally, but I just tried to focus on other things because it's just quite hard. It's a hard time to go through, really.
Yeah. But you were preoccupied with organising a wedding and everything as well. And then the call comes out to the blue end, is it?
Yeah, so obviously I knew I was like first reserve and Lily was like named second reserve. So I knew if something happened to somebody that I was going to get the call up. But as time goes on, you kind of think, well, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And like within like 2 weeks before, I was like, oh, nobody's pulling out now, so nothing's going to happen. Kind of at the start, I was really optimistic, but obviously as time goes on, I really wasn't. And I kind of forgot about it. I was like, it's not happening. I've got my plan for the year now. I'm going to race Valencia at the end of the year. So I don't really care about the Olympics. I didn't even watch any of the Olympics. Like Paul and myself went to North Wales when the opening ceremony was on for the weekend because I boycotted the whole Olympics. I was like, I'm not watching it. I can't deal with it. Like, I just need to focus on me and other things because it's just too heartbreaking, like kind of dealing with it. And then, I went home to do my wedding dress fitting with my mum and Paul was on his stag do. And it was literally the Saturday before and then I got the call. But I just thought, oh, they're just calling me to be like, thanks for training because you have to keep fit and they keep a track of like what you're doing in case you are called up. So I was like, they're just bringing me to be like, thanks, but you're not needed anymore. And it was the opposite. And I was just a bit like, what's going on now?
Did you cry?
So, no, I didn't cry, but my mum cried quite a lot.
That's a whirlwind then, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, so how do you, the training wise, you just keep going as if you're going into that and that's the date for your marathon, like the tapering or everything just goes in as if you are still running, even up to was it like a week before?
Yeah, it was like 8 days or something. But no, I just carried on with my original plan. So I was doing like 10K stuff because I was doing track racing, but I kept my long runs at like marathon specific long runs just in case, but I didn't do the full marathon block. And I'm racing Valencia marathon still, but that was the original plan. And I had already started doing like some more like in my marathon prep phase. So I'd already gone into that kind of phase to start transitioning. So I just kind of carried on the normal plan. It's just too much to do a marathon build and not do the marathon. Yeah, it was. I like me and my coach talked about it, and we were just like, it's too emotionally hard, and like to put yourself through it. Like,
yeah, no, it was the high chance was he wasn't going to be doing it. So I can get that. But
yeah.
So you've rocked up to do the Olympic marathon, quite rogue, really. I never knew.
Yeah, definitely. It was It was just to go in, get the call, go and fly over to Paris like straight away, and then just kind of throw yourself into it.
I know it was a fast turnaround as well, then, wasn't it? So what happens from that phone call? You've got to get to Paris ASAP.
The phone call was Saturday morning, and then I flew out to Paris on Tuesday morning. So it was literally just get like the flight that they can get me from Bristol, because they had a partnership with the Eurostar. They wanted to get me to London, and I was like, I'm not going to London. Let's just get on a flight from Bristol. But I just rocked up with like a backpack with 2 pairs of shoes in, a cup, like my toothbrush, and like that's it really. Like nothing else.
That's like we've on a hen weekend, not a Olympics.
Yeah, that's right. Take to work.
Everything was out there, so it was like go out with a tiny backpack, and then I came back with like 3 suitcases.
Yeah. I have to know, what was the stash like?
Yeah, it's just a lot of everything really, just a lot of stuff. Like it was neck pillows, an umbrella, just like really random stuff as well.
Take it all. It's Olympic branded. I'm having everything.
Yeah, it's all Olympic branded. Yeah, so you just get everything. Like
amazing.
Yeah.
Make a fortune on Vinted.
Oh, I know. Yeah, really could. I've got so much stuff. Like stuff has still got the labels on the stuff because I can't really wear it because it's all Adidas. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame, but you get ASIC stuff, don't you?
Yeah.
So you get there Tuesday. When was what day was the marathon?
It was on the Sunday.
Yeah.
So you got a couple of days to get used to being in Paris, and then, but you did a taper then, really, you knew.
Well, yeah.
You would be, wouldn't you?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, as much as you can do. I did like a mini session on the Thursday because obviously I'd gone from like doing everything to kind of not doing anything, so I needed a bit more stimulus to kind of like get me going a little bit.
Yeah, that the day you got the call and it broke, like your Instagram must have gone batshit crazy because I seen you all night on my stories.
Yeah, so I had a few hours before, maybe like 12, 13 hours before everybody found out. So yeah, I knew it was coming, so I was like prepared for it. But I'd actually gone out for food with my mum and my sister, and while we went for food, there was no internet, so it kind of was put off pinging for my phone. But as soon as I left the restaurant, my phone just was like, because my phone was broken at the time as well, so like the battery drained really quickly, so all the notifications just drained my phone.
Did all Olympians get a Samsung as well, or not?
Yeah, I'm using it at the moment.
Yeah.
You get a free Samsung, the flip one, which is good because my phone was broken.
Yeah.
So
Perfect.
I knew I should have gone to the Olympics. And then races. So you were lucky, I mean, because it was short notice, but Paul got out there, Adam and Abby got out there as well. And I know they were cheering you on around the course as well. That must have been awesome for them to be around there and have some familiar faces out there. But what's running the marathon in the Olympics like?
A bit overwhelming, maybe. Yeah, like at the start, you're just on the start line, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually here. Like, this is crazy. And then I've never run a race where the crowds were so just deep in numbers, and the finish felt more like a cycle race than it did a running race. It was pretty incredible. And I don't think, even if I went to another Olympics, I don't think it'll ever be the same again.
No.
Yeah, because I remember watching it on the telly, and the finish was obviously with the race for the medals. It was a crazy finish with the turns, and I remember thinking that some mental crowds. They sounded insane. But so, what was it like actually? Just like your first Brit home as well. You know, that's just mental again. Like with no prep really, and then your first Brit home. That must have been so proud of that.
Yeah, it's just, I didn't really obviously think about it. My aim was to beat like 2 people. I was like, if I could beat 2 people, I've had a really good day of what I've done. So I just was running with no pressure, just kind of like seeing how it went. And then obviously I saw Callie at like 20-ish K, and I was like, oh, I'm going to beat her today. I was like, I'm on a good one. I'm feeling good. And then I kind of had a little spur on, and yeah, once I saw her, I was like, no one's taking this off me today. And then when I finished, it was just like relief to actually have done it.
Yeah, like you're Olympian, a mad feeling. That must be. What was the hill like? Because it looked horrific on the TV.
Oh, it was horrendous.
it looked insane. Like I think the camera of the car was behind the lead pack. I was like, oh my god, that's mental. That just looked like I'd run Boston and that's tough, but that looked worse.
Yeah, well, I've obviously never done Boston, but yeah, it's probably one of the worst hills I've ever run up. So
and then you cross that finish line, and it's all over. Does any emotion come out then?
Uh,
I need you to
yeah,
cry.
then I started crying. Yeah, when it's done.
But it's been, I bet that week has been like just a blur then, isn't it? And then everything just hits you like a train when you finish that then.
Yeah, so I was all right, but then it's when I saw my coach and he started crying and I started crying. So, yeah.
And then you had to rush home to get married as well.
Yeah, then I had to do everything wedding planning in about a day and a half, which I'd put off.
I know.
But I thought, oh, I've got loads of time to do this, being all cocky. And then, yeah, no, I didn't.
I know. I can just imagine Paul back in Ponty trying to go through all the favours with you out there doing the Olympics. Like,
No, he didn't do anything. I did it all myself.
that's what my wife says now. I got married this summer as well, and she's like, yeah, just turn up and it'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, what a summer. What a summer. What is next then?
So I'm actually racing Valencia half on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm doing Valencia Marathon in December. And then that's me done for the year. And then I'm going on my honeymoon for like 6 weeks.
Nick is out in Valencia. Can you pace him round?
I won't be keeping up. Let me tell you, nowhere near it.
And
Yeah.
so your pro is, you don't look too far ahead, I guess, do you, Carl? But are we looking at LA?
Yeah, so LA was always the kind of more of the goal if I was going to go for Olympics over Paris. So yeah, I guess long term, that's kind of where I'd like to be. But we'll just see how the next couple of years go and see where I am, really.
I know you didn't watch much of the Olympics. Have you caught up on it and stuff? Because we were talking about it every week, and it captured the world like no Olympics I've ever remember before, really. It took over big, didn't it, for a couple of weeks?
Yeah, so when I was out there, they had like a big telly in the Team GB bit, and I watched it, the athletics, every evening when I was out there. And then I rewatched the marathon when I came home. So I have watched the race back and then I was watching it and I was like, I don't remember going over that bridge, but apparently we did. So quite interesting to watch. But yeah, I think I know a lot of people are talking about it, but obviously I just tried to avoid it definitely at the start. And most of my friends need to not talk to me about it because I think they thought I probably was going to burst out in tears in like any moment.
You stayed in the village?
Yeah, I did stay in the village, yeah. So everyone stays in the village, which is crazy.
Yeah. So, yeah, because like, do you see like Noah Lyles and stuff like that?
I didn't see him, but they are all around. But we were like the other end to Team USA house. They were like where you came in. But I didn't see any of those. But like you see, like I saw like Safan Hassan and like all those other people like out and stuff. So, yeah, we see them just in the dining hall and stuff eating as well.
Yeah, because we needed to find out when Hannah Breer was on. She needed to confirm whether or not Usain Bolt ate chicken nuggets all summer, didn't she? But she couldn't confirm, not deny.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, they definitely don't have McDonald's in there.
What the bed's like, all right?
Yeah, the beds are comfy. I don't know what people are complaining about. They're absolutely fine.
There we are. Excellent. What a journey. I'm surprised, like because I try and do as little research as possible so I can find out as much about you throughout the conversation as well. I thought you would have been just like a university superstar runner and just carried on. So to find out you only dived in properly in 2019 and what you've achieved in the last 5 years is surreal. And it gives like, not hope's the wrong word, but we had Jack Reddy on last night that's just joined Ponty, and he's 21 and just scratching the surface. So what he can achieve in the next 5 years with the drive and the determination, who knows as well, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think it just depends on your personality and kind of, just how driven you are and how much time you want to commit to it, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably the biggest thing. But I think I'm quite chill about it, and I don't really take it. It's serious, but I don't take it too seriously as well.
You're very, very relaxed. It's refreshing. Right, Nick, have we got anything else before we take a break and then we dive into this or that and a couple of question and answers?
the only thing I was going to ask, and Gar will like this, did you get the Olympic ring tattoos?
Oh, I forgot about it.
No, not yet, but I have got it booked in.
Oh, I've got it planned.
I think for next Thursday, maybe.
You got to, innit? It's like you got to, surely, like, innit? It's like, why wouldn't
I
it?
know. I always said that. I was like, oh, I'm not a massive tattoo fan, but I was like, I would only ever get the Olympic ring tattoo. It's the only tattoo I'd ever get. Thinking, oh, I never make Olympics, and then everyone remembered that, and everyone's held me to it.
Everyone's held you to it.
You've got to get it, Clark, because I want to get it done, but no one will let me do it because I'm not an Olympian. So you've got to get it done. And who knows, in a later life, you might transition into swim, bike, run, and you can have the Ironman logo on the other arm, man.
Oh no, I can't cycle. I'm horrendous, so that's never going to happen. I literally cannot cycle.
Don't worry about it. I can't swim either. Right. We'll take a quick break. We'll dive back in this or that. A couple of question and answers off Instagram, and then we better let you pack for Valencia, I guess.
Oh no, the boys are going to watch Cardiff City, so I'll have to watch after.
Oh, yeah, we need to get. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back. We'll get it wrapped up so you can catch the start of the Cardiff game, Nick.
Yeah.
Be right back. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back. We've got a little bit more time with Clara before Nikki needs to shoot off and watch the Cardiff game. So, Nick, do you want to dive straight into this or that?
Yeah, not just me wants to go watch Cardiff game. Clara does as well with Paul. So, right.
I don't know about that.
You don't want to watch it, just he does. Right. First up, summer or winter training?
Oh, summer. Definitely.
Yeah. Half or full?
Oh, that's a tough one. Full, maybe?
What? Just sidetrack. What do you think's harder? Because like running a half that much faster and more intense, you on the red line more than like a mara seems more controlled. Is it like is it the same for you guys? Is that normal people? Is that how it feels?
Yeah, the pace now the pace I want to try on the weekend is definitely on the red line for over an hour. So it's the marathon is more like a dull ache that builds in your legs rather than more lactic, I would say. So yeah, prefer the marathon, definitely.
Nice one. Drinks or gels?
Ooh, drinks.
Yeah. Boot Park or the track?
Oh, Butte Park, 100%.
Much nicer scenery, for sure.
Yeah, the people who sit in the cafe love me going past like laps and laps and laps every morning.
Do a lot of times going around there. And last one up, what was more stressful, the Olympics or the wedding?
Neither. I didn't find any stressful.
No. Yeah, you see, you're too chilled for stress. That's right.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Nice
I enjoyed organising the wedding. I thought it was fun.
It looked lovely. It was like I was looking at the photos, and I was like, Clara's going to have to come on a podcast because there's a guest for there, there's a guest for there, there's a guest for there, there's a guest for there. They must all be kissing our arms for us. But it looked lovely, yeah. Right, what have we got off Instagram? Do you and Paul race in training?
No.
No. And what got you into running in the first place? I guess just socialising more than anything. Carried you on with it, did it?
Yeah, kind of. So my friend from primary school, her sister wanted to join the athletics club, and obviously her mum made her join, and then she went, well, I'm only going if Clara goes. And yeah, so it's a bit of a long story that how I got there. That's how I ended up there. And then they stopped, and my mum liked going to the gym because the gym overlooked the track, and so that's how I had to stay going because my mum enjoyed it.
But here we are.
So yeah, and here we are.
Right. And I've got one who I didn't really want to ask, but Abby sent it in. And she wants to know what your opinion is on runfluencers.
Paul's just laughing in the background now. Not my vibe.
Yeah. I
think
yeah.
I just prefer the understated, let your run and do the talking. You don't need to post all about it on social media all the time. Yeah.
Excellent. Right. we'll move on fast. What song are you going to add to our playlist? Do you listen to music when you're training at all or not?
I do sometimes, but I listen to like Taylor Swift.
Are you going to add a Taylor Swift song to our playlist?
Yeah, go on then.
Which one?
I'll add I really like The Man at the moment because I feel like, hypes me up because I feel like, yes, I should be like a man like that, confident.
And who would play Clara Evans-Graham in a movie about her life?
Oh God. I don't even know.
Everyone gets stumped by this.
Oh, Paul says Rebel Wilson.
There we are. We'll take Rebel Wilson. Right. Clara, thank you ever so much for your time. What a journey.
Thank you.
Plenty more to come as well. Good luck in Valencia this weekend. Make sure you get a nice selfie with Nikki in Valencia at the end of the year as well. Nick, anything before we let Clara go and watch the beloved Bluebirds?
No, thanks for your time, Clara, and obviously congratulations now an Olympian, and yeah, best of luck this weekend and in Valencia.
Thank you.
We forgot to say it earlier, but best of luck to everyone running around the weekend. We got loads of friends up there. We forgot to mention you earlier, so sorry. Best of luck up there. Enjoy that mountain because that's a brute. And thanks, and we'll see you on a start line somewhere soon.
Yeah, see you soon.
Thank you.